To the news in detail, and many thanks for joining us. A two-day training focused on the Gambia's Disability Act and the Transitional Justice process for people with disabilities is underway in Kololi. The event, organized by Women's Association for Victims Empowerment and the Gambia Federation of the Disabled, aims to enhance awareness and stress to importance of including PWDs in these key national processes. Mariama Dem has more in this report.
The training held at a local hotel in Kololi brings together representatives from disabled persons, organizations, and community leaders. The sessions aims to raise awareness about the Disability Act and the Transitional Justice process while addressing the implementation of recommendations from the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission (TRRC) related to persons with disabilities. Mariama Dem, Programs Coordinator for the Women's Association for Victims Empowerment, explained the purpose behind the initiative.
Comes to persons living with disability in terms of the inclusion in the TRRC process, in terms of the post-TRRC stage. They have limited information, access, and even knowledge on how they can be able to participate in the process. And when we talk about never again, we talk about inclusion. We talk about leave no one behind. And we understand the crucial role that everyone plays. So for them to be able to become active agents of this change, and for them to be also be able to participate with everybody in the public, they have to understand what the TRRC is, what are the recommendations, how can they play a part in all of these recommendations, how can they be involved in all of this post-TRRC issue to be able to foster the never again as a collective action for the country.
Caesar also added that experts will lead discussions on TRRC recommendations and emphasize the need for collaboration with people with disabilities throughout the process.
This workshop is going to go through different series of training focused on transitional justice, the Disability Act, what are the legal frameworks we have in place, what are the gaps, what are the challenges, what are the opportunities, and how are we going to work together collaboratively to be able to enhance that agenda. So in the next couple of days, we'll be having series of different discussions, and we'll also be having a panel discussion where we'll be having members from NHRC, the Ministry of Justice, NCCE, UNDP, to have a panel discussion also talking about all of these reforms, because it's a very, very important discussion.
Magistrate Mohammed Kurubali, chairman of the Gambia Federation of the Disabled, underscored the importance of building capacity among persons with disabilities and ensuring their inclusion in all sectors to support sustainable development. He also pointed out that the Federation's capacity gaps, despite having 19 affiliate organizations, and how this training seeks to address these challenges.
Organization without capacity is actually those that is likely to crumble and will not make progress in its desire. So this is why, having realized that our organizations of persons with disabilities have capacity gaps which need to be built and fixed, we deem it necessary, since we are advocating for our inclusion in every sector, also to build the capacities of our organizations of persons with disabilities more on the post-TRRC recommendations, because we don't expect to be limited in a very narrow scope.
Funded by the Office of the High Commission on Human Rights and the United Nations Development Programme through peace-building funds, the training aims to improve public understanding of disability rights and encourage citizens' engagement in the transitional justice process. Mariama Dem, reporting for Star TV News.